Hello. This video will demonstrate how to properly do an animal ID on 4hOnline for swine. There will be an example of state fair entry for an old style DNA tag, an example of a state fair entry with the new style DNA tag, and a county fair example. Our first example is the state fair swine with the old style DNA tag over here. Our first plan is to log into our 4hOnline account, so we will go to 4hOnline.com, click on Iowa, and this will be the page that we pop up. Enter your email and your password. Your role will be family, and log in. This page will be the next part you see. Go to continue to family. Our family page will have our various members that we have listed on 4hOnline. You will want to go to the youth that you are wanting to input this animal information on. The enrollment status will need to say active in order to add an animal. I happen to be using a demo account for this video, so it will allow me to do one on pending. But if yours says pending or inactive, you will need to contact the extension office to get this changed, as you will not be able to add in an animal. When it says active and you have a membership ID number, press edit. This first page will have your personal information, including school and health information and what club you're involved in. But we are going to go to the Animals Livestock tab right beside enrollment up towards the top. Under the animal type, we are adding in swine. Press add animal. This top part is information that you will want to read through, as it includes information you will need to know before you input all of your information for your swine. We will need a premise ID number. DNA collected are for your state fair animals. Tag information, which for the state fair animals will require two different numbers, our USDA tag and our DNA punch number. Which side of the animal we tagged, left or right ear, the type of breed that our pig is, so crossbred or purebred of one of these types, male or female, and then the ear notch number are all required. If it is a breeding gilt, you will need a birth date as well. Colors and markings are good to input if you have a more unique colored pig, such as a spotted or a belted animal. And then there are pictures that you are able to upload if that is a requirement for your particular county. We will start with our premise ID number. This pink tag in the middle is an example of a premise ID tag. We want the 7 digits listed here at the top for our premise ID. This is a state fair pig, so we will check DNA collected. Our tag information, first we will input our USDA tag. So we will do JJT8371. Then we will also put in our DNA punch number. For the old style, that would be these 4 digits here, 4672 on this example. And we will put DNA and then the number. So we have 2 different numbers for our state fair animals, our USDA tag and our DNA punch number. We tagged in the right ear for this pig. The breed of our animal is crossbred. We have a male. And then for ear notching, here is the universal ear notching system. On your right ear is information to determine your litter number. 1 is at the bottom of the ear closest to the head, 3 up higher, 81 on the tip, 9 in the middle on the top, and 27 on the top of the ear closest to the head. You will be able to make any combination of numbers for your litter number with these options. On your left ear is the individual notch. So out of your litter, what pig is it? So you have your 1 closest to the head at the bottom of the ear. 3 is in the same position as it was for the litter, up higher on the bottom of the ear. And then 9 is towards the middle of the ear on the top. For our example pig, this is the ear notch that we will have in this black box. Litter number 5, individual number 1. So the ear notch would read 5-1. And this is the configuration that the 5-1 would look like on the pig. So we have the 3 and 2 1s. You add that together for your 5. And then it's just individual number 1. So we will input that ear notch. Our tag color, we are meaning the USDA tag, so green. We do not need a birth date. And our colors and markings, our pig is all white, so there is not an unusual marking to add in, but we can put in that it is a white colored pig. It is not home raised, and we do not need pictures. So we will press save. We have completed our first pig. Next, we will do an example of a state fair pig with the new style DNA punch over here. The process will be the same. We have the same premise ID tag. We have a different 4H tag for this example. So we are going to find the animal type, swine, add animal. Our premise ID stays the same. This is a state fair pig that we collected DNA from before we tagged. Input our USDA tag first, so JJT8372. Then we will do our DNA punch. And as you can see, the last 5 digits is what we are looking for on the new style. So if we count back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we will start with the 3. 3, 2, 9, 7, 2 is our DNA. So we typed in DNA. Double check that we have that correct. 32972. So we have typed in our USDA tag and our DNA punch sample number. We tagged in the left ear. This pig, we will say, was a purebred Duroc and a female. We go to our ear notch. Again, how to read the ear notch is here. Our example is in this black box, and our ear notch reads 12-7. So it was the 12th litter, 7th pig in that litter. Our tag color was green. Birth date, we are doing a market pig, so we will not enter a birth date if this is for a breeding gilt class or a potential option for a breeding gilt class. You will want to enter a birth date, but for this example we will only be doing a market pig with no option of being in the breeding class. So we will not enter a birth date. If there is a potential that you are wanting it to be in a market class, but there is potential of that to change come fair time, put in your birth date, otherwise you will not be able to change that. Colors and markings, it is a Duroc, so we do not need to enter in what it looks like, as Durocs will look the same for the most part, and this one was home raised. And no uploads are needed, so we will save. We have 2 state fair swine that are completed, both market animals. The first one was with the old style DNA tag, the second one with the new style DNA punch. Our final example is going to be county fair. This color is yellow for the tag. However, it is only yellow until supplies run out, then you may be given a green tag. That was very similar to those state fair tags. Our premise ID tag is the same. So we are going to start the process again. Swine, add animal. Again, same premise ID. It is not a state fair pig. We did not collect DNA, so we are not going to check that. Look for our tag number. We did not include the IA for Iowa. We started with our JJX and then our numbers below, 6842. Again, not a state fair pig, so we do not need the DNA punch number. We tagged in the left ear. It is a crossbred pig, but we had all these other options if it was not crossbred. This animal is female, and we will go to our ear notch example to find out what our ear notch reads as. Again, the ear notch system, and in this black box is this in particular pig. So 7-4. Our tag number did change to yellow, and this one we will enter as a breeding gilt. So we will look for the date that it was born on, early March, and this one was spotted and home raised. Here is our final pig. We will not have any pictures, and we will press save. Just looking at your animals, you can tell that 2 of these are state fair based on the fact that they have DNA written. Before that June 1st deadline, you will want to make sure that you have double checked, especially on those state fair animals, that this is marked as a state fair animal and that you have all of the required components filled out. Those are our 3 examples of the state fair old style DNA, state fair new style DNA, and county fair pig.